Hey everybody, welcome to Workforce Gaming. I'm Brad, here with Doug.
Hi.
So, this past weekend was PAX East
hmm
2017, which Doug got to go wander around, play some games, see some games.
Yes.
Uh, this is your first time at one of these things, right?
Yeah, actually, it was my first video game convention. I've been to like Detroit Comic Con, which if you've been to Detroit Comic Con, it's kind. I mean, it is by definition a convention, but it's not nearly as like the money. There's definitely not the money there. I'll say this is the first convention I went to that like clearly had some legit money behind it.
Yeah, that
Um,
wasn't just we rented out this space and threw some crap in it for a couple days.
yeah, no, this was like we rented out the biggest freaking convention space I think I've ever seen in my life. It's huge. It is. I was surprised how big it was. It was just gigantic. But yeah.
Yeah, so I guess wandering around there, what did you see? What were some cool things kind of coming up? Because you kind of get to see some games. I don't know how much stuff you played, but I know you got to see there were a lot of big games being demoed there, at least if nothing else.
Yeah, it was really weird because I kind of went into PAX like with this thought that like, oh, I can't wait to see those big games. Like, I'm gonna go take a look at Mass Effect Andromeda. I'm gonna go see Crash Bandicoot. I'm gonna go see Lawbreakers, which is the new Cliffy B game that was there. I'll go see like a little bit of Prey. And like, I was really excited to see these big games. But like, honestly, like as I was walking around, like that was the least interesting thing at PAX.
Really?
Yeah, because like what it was is like when I saw, okay, for example, like I saw Prey. Prey to me, it's like it looked like Bioshock, and I was like, that's all I can really say about it. Like it looked like Bioshock, and like when I saw Mass Effect Andromeda, it's like it looks like it did in the videos, like and but what it was is like I realized I had sort of like already known I knew a lot about these games, so I figured that either like a I'm already not interested in them, or B like I'll definitely get them. Like when I passed Crash, and they're like Crash will be a 3 hour wait. I was like, well, I'm gonna play Crash. Like there's I know I'm
Yeah.
gonna get that game. So it's like why not I spend this opportunity to actually go around the place and like look for games like I've never seen before. And like legit like the best time I had there was playing games that I had never seen before. Um so it was really cool. So like you're walking around and like there's a Nintendo booth, and like I saw Arms and I saw Splatoon being played.
But you
Um huh?
how much Arms did you see? Like, did you sit and watch Arms for a while? I'm curious. I'm so curious about that game.
You know what it is, like I went into this like at first I went to this like I can do some stuff for our YouTube channel, but like I geeked out too hard. I was just like I was just running all over the place. I didn't get footage of anything. Like anything you see here is probably gonna be a trailer. So like if I was an actual person who did this, I'd be like I should look at Arms. I glanced at Arms. I glanced at Splatoon. But like really, I actually went to the Switch booth. I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna play some Switch games. It was like a 4 hour wait to get in the Switch booth. I was
For
like,
just
this
for
is
anything?
yeah, what it was is like any big game just like had like a really long wait time, and I was like, this is like I'm here for one day, and even if I got like a 3 day pass, like it's I feel like these big games like you're gonna see them get covered. Like I like honestly like when
Yeah.
I was like, looking at Crash Bandicoot, I was like, this looks like those videos they released, and looks like it plays like Crash, and that's all I need to know. Like okay, that's good, but like when like I saw Edith Finch play, I was like, shit, I haven't played. I remember hearing a little bit about this game. Like it'd be really nice to sit down and actually talk with a guy. I'll probably talk about that in another video. But yeah, it's just really cool to sort of like wandering around, and like the thing that's neat is like the people I don't know why I didn't know this or didn't think about this, but the people who demo the game for you are like lead developers on that game. Um, so when I was playing Edith Finch, well, I wasn't playing. I just talked to the guy who's doing is at the Edith Finch booth. I just asked, I was like, oh, um, so what do you do? He's like, oh, I'm the lead developer. I was like, what do you mean? He's like, I made that. I was like, oh,
I
okay.
hope that he was just that nonchalant about it too. Like, yep, I made that.
Yeah, no, but it's really cool. But like, it's hard not to talk about without just like talking about Edith Finch specifically. But he's like, yeah, that house they're walking around in, like I designed that house. Like the whole hub, like I designed that person. Like I hand drew it and all that stuff, and then I had my artists and stuff like fill it. Like he's the director of the game.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah.
especially with these indie games, like with the indie games is really unique as you're like wandering around, like people are seeing they're scribbling notes as you're playing, like they're asking, it's like sometimes they'll ask you a question like, oh, so how'd you like our game, and you know, how do you feel
Essentially
about it?
using it like as like a an open forum beta test for it. Essentially, of going like, what do people outside of our little group of programmers and developers think of this?
Yeah, no, it's that plus they just want to shoot the shit. Like they just want to see people play their game. Like they're clearly they're clearly very passionate about their game. And it was just really neat. Like just knowing like a lot of games I'd sort of been following for a while. Like I just knew that like is when I put my hands on the control, the guy sitting next to me, like I could ask him anything about this game, and he know what it was because he made it or she
Yeah.
made it. Yeah, a lot of male and female developers. It was actually really cool. Um, yeah, what was the first question?
I don't even
What
remember. I
what
think it was
games?
what did you see? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
So I
then I
guess
asked
like
about ARMS, and you ignored my question about ARMS because
I didn't see Arms. It was like really buried in the Nintendo booth. It was so buried in there. There was so much other cool stuff that wasn't Arms. Like it is surprising. Like PAX is huge. Like there are like literally hundreds of games being demoed. Like and like I took some people with me, and they are not people who play a lot of games, so they didn't really know. And like
yeah.
I felt lost going in there. Like I
Hmm.
felt like I didn't know enough, and like I couldn't imagine what they felt.
Yeah. Oh
um,
yeah.
but yeah, I think PAX, like, first of all, it was like worth every penny. Yeah, I mean, it was worth every penny. Like, and it's kind of cool. Like, as you're wandering around, like, you'll see internet celebrities. Like I saw Mega 64. That was cool. Cliff Bleszinski was walking around. Um, and then the guy who directed Nier was there in his like weird hat thing, his like weird mask thing.
Yeah.
It was really funny because like you could play Nier with the guy who
Who
made
made
Nier.
me? Yeah. That's
It
one of
was
those
really,
weird
yeah.
things though, where I feel like that's like one of those pressure things of like, how'd you like my game? And you know, it sucked. I didn't
Uh,
like it.
I will say one of the people I went with, they demo a lot of card games and stuff. They're like, so he kind of explained the game to us. He gave us some cards, and he's like, "So do you want to play?" And the person I was with was like, "I don't like this," and then we just walked off.
Just blunt as
Uh,
hell. Just no.
but yeah, but I mean that's the thing though. It is really strange because like there's like a lot of people put a lot of work in this stuff. So it is I personally like that you can put a face to like seeing these games. So like if a game's
Oh yeah.
awesome, you can tell the guy sitting to your left like, dude, I love
This
how
is
this
amazing.
looks.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, I'll go tell the guy at the office that people have been saying that. Or it's like, dude, I like this mechanic. How'd you guys think of this? He's like, oh well, we came up this way. This is, and it is really neat because it feels like there's like a connection. Like we just sort of consume games and then we talk
Yeah.
about them, and then maybe they'll listen to us, maybe they won't. Who cares? Like it doesn't really matter because we enjoyed what we played. But like just literally sitting there with somebody who's an expert in that game, and who you are basically judging their game in front of them. It's a really cool experience.
Yeah. It sounds like almost having a live DVD commentary going like as you're playing, like, but like a like you can specifically like, oh, like what the hell's that about?
Yeah, well, that's what it is. So like if you have an issue with the game, like you can tell them. Like we were playing a demo and it kind of broke a little bit because like you play games like way early stages.
Oh yeah,
And the guy I was like, I think you're broken. I think the game's broken. He's like, oh no, it's. Oh crap! What'd you do? I was like, I don't know. He's like, let me just reset. And he goes down. He resets the computer. If you actually saw Indie Dev the movie, there's a scene where Phil Fish is demoing Fez.
oh yeah, yep.
It is like that. It is very very much like that. Like he was demoing it at PAX, and it is like that where there's like guys scribbling notes. Or so there's one multiplayer game I was playing, and it was pretty clear that they're actually like recording the session that we were playing. I didn't really like the game.
But you're gonna be in a trailer somewhere.
Yeah, it was neat. Like the game was that was Dauntless actually. It's like it was basically Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
It's Monster Hunter. Don't let anybody. That is Monster Hunter. It's Monster Hunter, and the designs aren't as cool. Sorry.
Ouch.
That's all I felt about the game. But yeah, like seeing Prey. Prey was funny. I was walking by. I was like, oh hey, I thought it was Bioshock. Like I knew it was Prey, but I was like, this is Bioshock, guys. Like this is.
You are doing. I'm gonna just in my mind hope that you were doing that game a huge disservice right now because I'm super damn excited for that game.
Dude, I saw it. I saw them playing it. It's Bioshock.
That's fine. I love Bioshock. If it's Bioshock in space, that'll be enough for me. So
I wouldn't like just from watching that game being played. I would not be surprised if that game turns out to be Bioshock. I know that sounds like
well,
wrong.
if you look at the trailers too, I think everything it's so influenced by Bioshock. You can tell in every piece of marketing for that so far.
Yeah, and if it's not influenced by Bioshock, it's influenced by System Shock, which is Bioshock's predecessor.
Is Bioshock.
Yeah. Yeah. It was weird though. Like seeing some of the big games, like the big games, just like I don't know. Like I thought I'd be more excited just seeing like AAA games before like anybody else got to see them, but it's like they're covered so much. Like you realize like you know so much about them already. So like playing them, I knew I wasn't going to learn a whole lot that couldn't be very well described by IGN or something like that. And it just wasn't as exciting. It just wasn't as interesting to me. You know, like it wasn't worth whatever wait to go do it. Like I'd go talk with some I played some game where I played as a corgi that was shaped like a sausage and spun around in circles and hit soccer balls and other things with 6 people on couch co-op, and that was I would have had that experience if I sat in line waiting to play the Switch game that was coming out in like 2 months. You know what I mean?
Arms.
With that, yeah. Splatoon 2 was there as well.
Ooh, that's way better than Arms.
But
see, that is the weird thing that I never would have thought about, though, because in my mind, as soon as I walked in there, I would be like, holy hell, we're Splatoon 2. But in the mind, I guess I get what you're saying, because it's like, yeah. I know exactly what Splatoon 2 is going to be.
Yeah.
I could describe that game without seeing another trailer and probably be pretty damn close to what that's going to be. But there's so many things that I don't know about that I could see that being way more grabbing of your attention of like, what the hell is that weird thing?
Yeah, and that's the thing too, is like sometimes you even know that, like, I knew what Edith Finch was before I started playing it, but like again, I didn't really play that game, but I talked to the guy like 20 minutes about it. I probably should have played his game.
Well, if the guy from Edith Finch is listening here, Doug still wants to play a game, so send him one.
No, I know. I'm probably gonna pick that one up pretty soon. But yeah, no.
When does that come out? Does that ever get dated or not? I feel like it's just a 2017.
It is spring 2017. Yeah, that's all I can say. I talked with him a long time. Yeah. Yeah, so it's just really cool, and like it is like just the atmosphere of just walking around and seeing people in costumes and things like that, and everybody's really excited. It is really funny though, because like every type of person who plays games is going to be there. Like there's I'm not gonna say douchey esports guys, but just, you know, I feel like that kind of paints an image of what that guy's there. There's like 100 of those guys.
You definitely just said it, and everybody knows exactly what you're talking about, so that's okay.
Yeah. Like, honestly, the only thing about like esports is like Fatality playing Quake 3 like 10 years ago, and I just saw that guy just everywhere.
That's about as far as I could get.
Yeah, and like there's people like, I was playing a very cool game. I'm going to talk about another video called Donut County, and there's a guy, like, as I was playing, like, I was laughing and I was like bouncing my head to the music because it was just so good. Like, that was my favorite game at PAX easily. And this guy, I heard him walk by. He's like, I always skip these RD games. I was like, what?
You shut your mouth.
Yeah, but then it was funny because like as I'm walking around, like there's a ton of shooter games. Like I could see why somebody would be like, who's just in a shooter, like really violent, like blowing dudes' heads off, or like I can see those games are there for people. So you could go to PAX like with different mindset, and you're going to be like satisfied.
Yeah. Well, but that's the thing with like, you skipped past all the AAA games because you're like, I know what these are, but at the same time, like, I'm not gonna lie, if I could sit there and play Prey right now, I'd do that in a heartbeat. I'd wait 2 hours for that. Like
that one was actually a live demo. They actually didn't let you get your hands on with that one.
Oh, gotcha.
But I did see them do I was watching them do the stage presentation of it. But they also had like Quake Champions and stuff like that. I just felt like I'm gonna be able to play these games like eventually, and I probably will. So why don't I play some games that like I just will probably not have the chance to again, and especially those super weird ones that like when you see a trailer for it, you're like, what the hell was that? But now I get to play it. It is, and I was like, oh, I kind of understand what the hell that thing is.
Now I know what the hell that is, and now I want to play it.
Yeah, like like, oh god, what's the one called? You're gonna hear about this one a lot. People are gonna start talking. The Artful Escape of Francis Vendetti. I was like, never heard of that game before. I'm gonna play that. Yeah. Never heard of it before PAX, and that was also probably one of the best games I saw / played. So yeah,
nice.
PAX is great. Yeah.
Yeah. Final thoughts?
I'm definitely going back next year. I'm definitely getting a 2-day pass. I don't think I would ever be able to do a 3-day. It was really exhausting. Like I went there from opening to closing, and it's intense. It's like you definitely need to take breaks and stuff, just because there's a lot of people, just a lot of things going on. Like you're talking to a lot of people. No, I loved it. I absolutely loved it. The 2 people I took who do not play, I mean, they play games, but not so often. They both were coming back because they just like the atmosphere. They didn't understand a lot of the games that they were showing. Like
I like that I know these people, and I like the way that you're painting them right now. Like, they just didn't understand. They don't get what this is. They were so confused walking around.
Well, one guy was explaining this game to them, and one of the people I took just had to stop him. It's like,
I don't play video games. Like, I'm sorry. So, but they still had a ton of fun, like just going those things, like because I go to Comic Con, I don't really like comic books that much, but I still like that atmosphere.
It's fun to be in that atmosphere. Yeah.
Yeah.
So best game you saw, I think you said it earlier, but was the game after leaving PAX, from the moment you walked into PAX, the end of PAX while you were there, what game was your expectations increased the most for? Are you most excited about now having seen it at PAX?
Donut County, easily. Like, I know that sounds like such a hipster answer because I don't think you've heard of the game, and I don't think many people have heard of the game. But Donut County was like the sequel to Katamari Damacy I never knew I wanted, and I'll talk a lot about that game next.
I was gonna say that's a good place to end it, because later on there will be a video detailing all of Doug's thoughts on Donut County, so we'll just leave it there.
Yeah.
But yeah, so PAX is cool.
PAX is very cool. You're coming next year with me.
Yeah, if it wasn't far away. But anyway, we're Workforce Gaming. You can follow us on Twitter at Workforce Gaming. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Comment on things. And we will see you later.
Bye.